Good day to you. How would you feel if every time you said something that you wasn't second guessing yourself, like whether you should say it or not? Or how would you feel if like every time you went to either post something or say something on Facebook or explain to someone about what you do or how you're doing in life, that again didn't have to second guess yourself and you could just be true to yourself and just be the real you? How would that make you feel? And the reason I asked that question is because for a long time I really struggled with just trying to be someone else who I wasn't. Like always trying to be this cool guy. I was always very quiet, very strange, very weird around people. If well, some of the feedback I got anyway. But around just anything really, like I was too afraid to say things or do things or ask questions in case I didn't come across I was smart enough or clever enough, or it might not be right and I wouldn't want to like make a mistake or anything like that because I was just too worried about what people thought. And over time that kind of conditions you to be a certain way, and that certain way is just not the true you. Now, I have a mission overall in life. I want to change the world's perception on salespeople. And my opinion of how I'm going to do that is empower people to become the real you, the real, the inner you, yourself. Because, especially in sales, and by the way, in my opinion, sales kind of makes the world go around. The better we're all selling, my true definition of selling is where we're solving a challenge or a problem for somebody and helping and adding value. That's the real selling. Like the better we all do that, the better we're all going to help each other. So and in sales, that is the place where people are most self-conscious because they don't want to be pushy, they don't want to be like they think, oh, you have to build relationships in sales, which you do and is dead right, but then they think they have to be someone else to do that. Where at the end of the day, people when they're buying something or when they're going to get a service from somebody, they want to trust that person. They want them to be authentic, be them the real selves, like they have the confidence in who they are, not just dealing with some mask or something that you put on in the front of the customer, because they feel it, they smell it, they don't always twig on to what it is, but they do kind of figure it out, or it makes them back off or uneasy about the situation. So just a few things on this that I've been working on, and it's number one is like tell the truth. Now I'm not saying that we're all liars or I'm a liar. Now I'm saying all of a sudden we have to start telling the truth. I just mean say it as it is. Like we're all subject to it sometimes where we will kind of stretch the truth, or someone will say they've done something and we'll kind of start saying, oh yeah, we have done it, and then you get dragged into the conversation and then it starts creeping in an exaggeration, and then that exaggeration turns into a bit of like a white lie, and then you have to do something else to cover it up, and then you're just not you. Yeah, so number one is tell the truth. Number two is just hang around with people who accept you for you. Like if you're on a certain journey, you're on a certain mission, then there's going to be people that just don't fit or kind of comply with that, or they're not comfortable with that, or they want to stay in their comfort zone where they are right now and they don't want to keep pushing if that's what journey that you're on. So you got to search, and that's what I love about all this networking, all these events that we do, all the trainings, because you get to meet people who are like-minded with you, and then they empower you and they kind of confirm that yes, you're doing the right thing. If you're around people that are not accepting who you are, then that's what that kind of conditions you and forces you again to put that mask on, and then like you're constantly in a to and fro, a bit of a tug of war inside your head. And number three is just know what you're good at. Like, we don't always have to kind of broadcast, I'm this, I'm that, and I've done this and that. Like, just know. Just like find out what it is that you're good at, and then just know, just know that, because that will allow you to be the real you. Like, everybody is awesome at something. Like, everyone has an area of their life what they do extremely well in. No matter what it is, it could be anything to do with your life, or you could be doing the same thing as someone else, but it's from your perspective, it's from your point of view. So you specialize in that story, like your story or the way that you experienced it. So just know what that is, and then look to add value to people from who you are. Don't think that you have to be someone else. I learned this early, very early, and when I was coaching football and coaching football teams, like it was a lot of coach what you see. And one of the things I'll never forget, one of the coaches said to me, he said, don't try to be like someone else. And at the time, I remembered it for whatever reason, but now it makes so much sense to me. Because if you are trying to be like someone else, then it's not you. Learn from others, model them, but like still be the true you and who you are. So that's my 2 pence worth for this evening. I thought it's something that I wanted to kind of say and push out there, because I think all of us deep down, we want to be ourselves and we want to be who we really are, and for whatever reason we have these little voices in our head that tell us otherwise, or we should say it like this, or don't say that, or what if someone does like you or don't like you, or what impression will they have? I don't know, the stories are just endless. But my advice is just be who you are. We only do this, or we only act this way because we think that somebody won't like us, and then that fear of that we're not enough and all of that. So, hey, listen, no matter how you act or who you are or how pushy you are or how much you broadcast yourself or you don't broadcast yourself, or you say this or you don't say this, there are always going to be some people that don't like you or don't get on with you or are not attracted to you. So my advice to you is just be who you are, because either way, whether you're someone else or whether you're or yourself, then there's always going to be people that you get on and you don't get on with. So have a great evening, guys. I'll see you again soon.